Hey, where going? It's Kerri-Ann from Kerri-Ann's Cravings. Welcome back to my channel. Now today we're going to be heading back outside on the grill and we're going to be grilling up another one of my favorites, my bear infused buffalo wings, and we're going to be using my delicious homemade buffalo sauce. I hope you like it. So before I add any seasoning to these wings, we're going to clean them up and we're going to rinse them off. So sometimes there's still feathers lingering on, so go ahead and pluck those out. And just about anything that's on the wings that you do not wish to eat, we're going to go ahead and remove them at this point. So you already know what's coming next. So we're going to rinse this meat. There's just no two ways about it. So I'm going to be using a solution of white distilled vinegar and some cold water. Make sure your water is cold. And you want to have enough water in the bowl to cover your chicken wings. So next we're going to allow this to sit for at least 30 seconds in our solution. We want to cut some of that rawness from the chicken. Then we're going to drain it in the sink and rinse this with fresh cold water at least twice. And then drain it and pat our chicken wings completely dry. Now there's going to be some water pooled at the bottom of the bowl, and that's okay. So just go ahead and drain that in your sink and continue drying the skin of your wings. Now don't forget to wash your hands in some warm soapy water because we're going to be touching the bottles of our seasoning in a few minutes and we certainly don't want to cross-contaminate. So now we're ready to add some seasoning to our wings because we want it to be nice and tasty. So I'm going in with what I call my holy grail of seasoning, which is a custom blend that I put together. And I do have a video of how I put this together and exactly what is in it on my channel. And I'm going to link that in the iCards in the upper right corner for you so you can check that out. So I'm only going in with a small heapful. Of course, you can add more if you like. So I'm going to follow that up with some all-purpose seasoning. Bless it with some smoked paprika. I'm also going in with my granulated garlic salt as well. I'm also going to bless it with some onion powder. And of course I'm going in with my red striped bear because it's going to add such a great layer of flavor to our wings. I'm also going to drizzle a little vegetable oil over our wings to keep things nice and moist. So I'm also adding some fresh thyme for flavor. And I did add some fresh black pepper off camera. Additionally, if you wanted to add some salt, you can add some salt to taste as well. So now we want to massage all our seasoning and spices into our wings. So we're going to give it a nice massage. And we want to work everything in and make sure everything is nice and coated. And lastly, we want to cover our bowl. I'm using cling wrap, something airtight. And just allow this to sit for at least 30 minutes because we want those bear flavors to infuse our chicken wings, right? We want it to be nice and tasty. So now I'm heading outside to grill these up. I have my oven preheated and it's now at 500 degrees, which is definitely too hot for my wings. So I'm going to open the grill cover and allow this to sit out for about 10 minutes so our temperature can come down. We want to maintain a temperature between 350 and 400 degrees. So I'm going to cook these over indirect heat and I'm going to place them on top of that cooling rack. And I'm going to cook them up there for majority of the time because I want them to be nice and plump. I do not want my wings to be dried out. I'm also going to be adding a few sprigs of thyme on top of my wings before closing the grill cover, just to allow those flavors to infuse into our wings. And then we're going to allow these to cook for 20 minutes. Now while our wings are being cooked and getting nice and delicious, I want to introduce you to my summer grilling companion, Trevor. Now this is just a solution of baking soda, 1 teaspoon baking soda and water. And I use it to put out all my greasy flare-ups. Now do not, and I repeat, do not spray this on your food. It is for those flare-ups only. So we're at that halfway mark. at that 10-minute mark, and we're gonna go ahead and check on our wings, and also we're gonna go ahead and flip them over. So we have a little bit of a flare up going on from all that fat dripping down. That's normal. So that's what Trevor is here for. You get to see my guy in action, and look how quickly he put out that flame and also generate that nice smoke, which will impart on our wings and give it that nice smoky flavor, which we want. So once you're finished turning all your wings, and yeah, we're basically turning them individually, then you're going to go ahead and close your grill and allow this to continue cooking for those additional 10 minutes. So I'm going to be using my homemade buffalo sauce to coat my chicken wings. So I'm just going to leave it on the grill for a few minutes just to warm it up, just to keep it warm. Now I do have a recipe on my channel of how I make this, and I will link this in the video description for you, so you can go ahead and check that out as well. So we've arrived at that 20-minute mark, and we're going to go ahead and move our wings down to the hotter side of the grill because we want them to get those beautiful charred marks. So now we're going to cook them for 10 minutes, and then we're going to turn them at the 5-minute mark so it could be equally brown on both sides. Now we're at the end of our cooking time. We're about 30 minutes in, and my wings are done, but I like to baste them with my homemade buffalo sauce. Now this is completely optional because we're going to coat them completely. We're going to drown them in that good homemade buffalo sauce in just a minute. So now once you coat and flip them, go ahead and turn off your flames. Now this is my favorite part. I am gonna put all my wings in a bowl, and then I'm gonna drown them in this delicious sauce. You can put as little or as much as you want. There's no wrong way. It's however you like your wings. Now this is the reason I like to keep my sauce. I warm it on the grill to keep it nice and hot. That way the sauce and the wings are the same temperature and everything is kept nice and hot, which is just the way I like it. And here you have final product of my super delicious bear infused buffalo wings, and I'm gonna dip it in that delicious homemade buffalo sauce. And that is so good, so juicy, so spicy, so tasty. It is so good, and I hope you like it. I want to thank you for tuning in and hanging out with me today. And if you're new here and haven't subscribed to my channel, I invite you to subscribe now and hit that notification bell. As always, one love and stay blessed, my friends.